Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And before we get into the video, I just really want to thank everyone for giving me into 100 subs. And I swear the Overlord lords are actually, sorry, I don't mean Overlords, I mean Overseer's Lord is gonna be on my channel eventually. I don't know when. I'm still making the character designs and the character everything else for them, but I hope to see you all like this. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and get on with the video. Today's what if Naofumi was isekai for the second time. Let's not waste any more time. Itsuki wouldn't look at a globe at the floor as he wonders what is going on. As he looks at Motoyasu. Motoyasu, what's the meaning of this? Naofumi wouldn't say, so you stay out of this, Naofumi. Motoyasu wouldn't scream, wondering what's going on. Naofumi feels like this situation. It's kind of, ironically, not his fault. He feels weird about this, but his conscience cannot allow it. Hey, AI? Or, you know what? Gabriel. Michael? Why can't I contact you? Naofumi drinks for a bit. Stupid dumb AI, what's going on?
Hey, don't stop me there, no way, boss. But you probably guessed it looks like this speeder hero is challenging the bow hero for whatever reason. He said something about slaves, so does he think his pioneer was those slaves? Well, I don't know, probably.
There's a reason why I call you stupid dumb AI. Naofumi would think to himself. As then, we would again get in front of Motoyasu. That's enough, Ritsuki. That's enough. Motoyasu, Ritsuki is innocent. He's sitting alone. Shut up, the spear hero would then say. As he just looks at the bow hero. Fine, bow hero would then say. Are you sure about this? Naofumi would then say, fine about this. Plus, if you guys want to see, look at them. As both of his party members would then come showing this test where normally the slave class is there. See, we don't have a slave class. Still. Just because you don't have it there doesn't mean you have any other body part. Fine, we all just have the whole body checked. Immediately one of them would have a blast, and I think you know which one of them is. Anyways, let's continue. Fine, but he would then say, we'll have a match about this. Naofumi would then say, if there's going to be a match, what is it going to be? Well, if I win, you'll let them go. And what if I win? Oh, you are not going to win. Really? The bow hero would then say, of course you're not. Immediately he's ready to strike his bow at this guy's head. But before calming himself down, his rage is starting to bubble up. Can't believe he's just accused of slavery, when he's personally against that shit. Meanwhile, Naofumi is sweating in the corner because he technically knows Raptalia is a slave. Technically. Yeah, he removed that a while ago, so, but things can be things. Naofumi doesn't want to even say a single word on what's going on, because he knows if he does say anything, he's gonna basically get himself. He doesn't have to anyways. Calm down now for me. Don't have to say anything. But then again, I still want to help him. Whatever. I just want this. Yeah. Fine. If you win, you get to keep them. And you get some of my gold. Just some? Fine. You get as much gold as you want. But not to the point where you're gonna let me bankrupt. Deal. The bow hero would then say. As immediately the king would then come. This is outrageous. What is going on here? As then the situation was explained. As the king looks at my multi-slash bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna call that. I don't know how many times I can say that before getting demonetized in one video. Yeah, probably just gonna be calling her by name. It just looks at her with just an angered face. As it decides, fine, let this match begin. As this match is basically a big match. As the king is there in his throne with his arms side up to his citizens, everyone comes, including even the Pope, who's there. Normally, when the Pope wouldn't be in this situation if it was Naofumi, but seeing that it's two cardinal heroes, two of the heroes they all worship, yeah, obviously he's gonna be there. The Pope basically sees this, wondering what's gonna happen to this in this scenario. With a lion smirk. If at this situation, they both die, and that's a good thing after all. The Pope has a smile on his face, hoping that both heroes do kill themselves up in a tragic accident. Or heck, he can even have the detonation activated. You're telling me that the Pope doesn't have something like this planned? I wouldn't believe you. Because it personally makes sense. The Pope is a scumbag who I believe had something like this planned in the first place. Anyways, back to it. As Naofumi was in one of the tuition next to the sword hero, win. So, who do you think is gonna win? Immediately Win would then look at him. Are you just dumb? Nope. It's definitely clear I'm pretty sure who's gonna win. Yeah, me too. Both of them would then be thinking of the bow hero winning the fight. As after all, both of them are seen in action. And Motoyasu is nothing but just a playboy. Meanwhile, Itsuki has been doing his training, sir. Meanwhile, Itsuki's two party members would also be just there, wondering what they can do to help, but knowing that they are stuck there. Immediately, both would just stay in their corner, wondering what to do right about now, not knowing any single scenarios of what to happen and what not to happen. I'm getting sick of this. Immediately, his lion-like teeth would have shown up, his fangs crawling down. Hope you guys are understanding who they are. I was too lazy to write the names today. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Ritsuki would then sigh. Alright, let's get the start of it. As long as I can get this over with, it doesn't matter to me. Immediately, the green flag would then let the battle commence. Immediately, Itsuki would then move. Motoyasu saying this would immediately slamming his spear blocking the kick. As in Itsuki then slashes that. Luminous Alice! Immediately shooting multiple star blasts at him. As Motoyasu would then dodge that before saying, Hellbringer Spear! The spear would then turn into some sort of trident looking thing as he tries to pierce Itsuki. As immediately Itsuki would then dodge out of the way before he swings his bow out, hitting multiple target areas. But as Motoyasu would then dodge them, as then Itsuki would then say, Two-headed dog bow! Immediately the sting would then change into two-headed dog, as immediately he would then say, Launch it! Immediately both two-headed arrows would be shot at him, as then Motoyasu, being the spear hero, just pitches away. Before the two-headed dogs having more of a miss, then the two-headed dogs would come out of both of the arrows, technically now making it a four-headed dog, as it would try to bite him. Ah! Motoyasu would then scream before using his spear to cut them in half. Damn mutts. As immediately he would then hear a few more arrows being shot, immediately dodging out of the way. Here, take this! Immediately another arrow would be shot to his feet. You missed! That was the point. Wait, what? Immediately the ground would then quake and shake before a bunch of vines then come out grabbing him. I call this my plant arrow. Oh God! Take this! Immediately a few more arrows would be shot at him before Motoyasu would then use his spear to cut them in half before jumping out of the way. Fine, take this! As immediately the spear would have some sort of lightning energy around it. Lakis, light! As a bunch of lightnings would then throw down. Okay, reasoning for why he has different spears. First of all, it's a multiverse. There's no way every universe version of one character will have the same weapon in every single universe. Or at least that's my personal belief. Second of all, thanks to Naofumi not being castrated and him basically showing a good role model to the other heroes, they're more inclined to attack other monsters and take it. Plus, they kind of believe him more than anything else. He's the one that has the most experience. As immediately Itsuki would then say, Luminous Alice! Immediately shooting 5 more of his Luminous Alice at him. Immediately spinning around, Itsuki would then, or Motoyasu would then cut down the Luminous Alice. That's the best you got. Hellbringer! Immediately turning into a trident before throwing it around. Immediately dodging it around before the trident comes back. Before Itsuki sees this, trying to jump out of the way. Airstrike bow! Immediately a bow would then strike it down. Naofumi would then say, tell me something. Rin would then say, what is it? Naofumi would then say to Rin, those spears, arrows and bows he got. Tell me, did you have a hand in this? You could say, we met up here and there and I kind of gave him some of the spare parts of the monsters. That explains it. No wonder he has so many things. And some of them are similar to yours. Yeah, but different variation. That airstrike bow he used and was basically my version of, it's basically his version of my airstrike shield. Now for me, would then forming the airstrike shield. Normally this is meant for defense, but it doesn't technically mean I cannot jam someone's face for this. You are weird. Well, technically speaking, I can definitely use other weapons. Now for me, would then say, pulling out his sword. Seriously, getting isekai twice is something else, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. I wonder how they're doing. Now for me, remembering his friends, Rhodey and Ruby. Well, technically his girlfriends in Ruby's case, as the fight keeps going on, Kreiza now has a smile on his face. You can do this! Kreiza would then say with his fangs out, that's enough, sit down. And the guards would then say, yes, please sit down, Kreiza. Risia would then say, Fine. Yeah, I kind of had to check the name, so I just, after post recording and after stopping it, yeah, I still remembered it. Meanwhile, both Sadia and Raptali were also looking at this by the competitor stance. Do you think he's gonna win? Raptali would then say, probably. It all depends on his luck, in all honesty. All the spears he has is pretty good. Immediately dodging out the way, he would then think, damn it, I need to fire harder. Immediately pulling out his bow before he gets a message. Time almost seems to slow down to a crawl speed as he immediately gets a notification. Would you like to use the Pride Cities? Pride Cities. Immediately saying the first attack. Illuminus Alice Elafian. I made the name up, so please, I swear to God, if anyone says up in whatever meaning he finds, it's not that meaning. Illuminus, it's basically the upgraded, more evil version. Cost some money. Immediately he would think for a bit before saying. He would then say, what will it cost? We will see about it. But first of all, I have one question to ask you. Can you conquer pride? Or will you be absorbed by it? Or will you be absorbed by the other one? I don't have time for these philosophical questions. Of course you won't. Immediately, time would resume. Illuminus! Alas! He would scream, not finishing the word. As Modeasu thinks that it's gonna be the same one. A crimson red aura surrounds it. Well, immediately Naofumi's heart would skip a beat. As his AI comes on, trying to explain to him what's going on.
Demonic. It's demonic. It's demonic.
Naofumi would wonder what it meant. As the red crimson aura would then surround it, he would try to use his spear. Modeasu would try and use his spear to break it, but then the spear would start to go. Modeasu would be going a few steps back. As you can see, one thing that shocks him, the spear, it starts to crack. The spear would then break, which shocks everyone, even Moteyasu and Naofumi. Yes, I know that the legendary weapons cannot be broken, but technically speaking, have we actually seen one of the legendary weapons be hit by a series weaponry? Like, other than Naofumi, personally speaking, but Naofumi, his seal is perfectly made for defense, so it's meant to tank those things. For the others, what would happen if they actually broke? Which you're going to see. Immediately, everyone would be shocked. In the Colosseum, silence would go. The Pope would have a hanging mouth. He couldn't believe what the hell just happened. Like, he was expecting one of them to die, but one of the legendary cardinal weapons to break? That is unheard of. As immediately, the spear would then just turn to dust. What the hell just happened? Moteyasu would then say, which shocks everyone in the crowd. What? Naofumi would then say, as meanwhile, its rain would also see this. Gods would come down and even Mai. She wasn't expecting this to happen. But somehow, she has a smirk. It's like her plan. She thinks to herself, I didn't plan for this, but let's succeed away. Moteyasu would be shocked. Immediately, his notification would then come. Well, that was something. I didn't expect that to happen. Well, then again, didn't expect Rat to help either. Wait, what? Immediately, Moteyasu can feel it chill down his spines before he can see something before him. Two smoky-like figures that happen to take pure save. Immediately, both of them would just look at him. One would have a smirk, almost like that of a frightful smirk. Meanwhile, with the other smoke-like figure would be moving around, almost like that of a ratful energy. These two would be Pride and Rat. Moteyasu doesn't know what's going on as he tries to step back, but the crowd can just see him step back as well. Moteyasu would then say, I don't know what just happened. Rain would also say this. Immediately, from the sky, another spear would then fall down. As everyone clears the dust away, you'd see it. It's a brand new spear. It looks much better and much more well kept as well. Oh thank God, Moteyasu would then say, as he would then try to pull out the spear, as it wouldn't budge an edge. And I cannot do it. Immediately, everyone would then start to land down, wondering what's going to happen. What's happening? Naofumi would then say. Immediately, Raptali would then see that it's a bunch of runes as well. It's a bunch of runes. I cannot decipher it. Sedina would say as well. As Itsuki would also try and read it, realizing that it is Japanese. It's Japanese. Huh? Naofumi would then say, looking at the Japanese symbols. Well, it's not from my world. What about Isekai too? Naofumi would then say, as Win would also see the words. These are my language. What does it say? Once if the hero's spear is broken, there will be another better version summoned together. But this time, the weapon will have a mind of its own, choosing its holder by itself. As immediately, everyone would just be shocked at this. Is that exactly what it says? Pretty much. But more. Also, none of the cardinal heroes can lift us up, former or current. I see, that explains it. Naofumi would then say, hey, what about me? Moteyasu would then say, shut up. Naofumi would then say, you got yourself into this mess and it looks like this is a proper punishment for you. Rin would then say, yes, but now it comes to the big question. How do we lift this darn thing? Ow. Huh. Good point. Naofumi would then say, as from the corner of his eye, he sees Itsuki running away. But after all, him in a dark corner would just be basically there huddled up, scared for his life as he hears footsteps, scaring before he sees who it is. Mr. Hey, kid, get up. He wouldn't see it was his party members, Ricia, and he wouldn't look at Krazar and Ricia. Hey guys, what are you guys doing here? You guys don't want to be near me, do you? Yeah, come on, get yourself up. Krazar would then say, what do you mean get myself up? I just literally broke one of the weapons of a legendary hero. The weapon is back. What? Yes, it's back. Wait, it is? Really? It means that one more thing. One more what? While we were getting here, we kind of heard what the sword hero said. What did he say? Apparently the weapon now has a mind of its own and it's gonna choose its own holder. Whoever can basically lift it. But wait, why does that sound so familiar? Meanwhile, back to Naofumi. He's scratching his mind before he says, so like Mjolnir. Immediately everyone would look at him. Oh, right, yeah. In my world, there was a mythology, Norse mythology. In one of them, the god of thunder, Thor, had a hammer which only he could lift, which in most cases would be different in some cases. But in the movies I watched about him, it said that the hammer basically chose the most worthiest person to lift it. Thor was worthy enough to lift it, and thus so it can. I think the hammer is the same. So is it worthiness? It could also be pure-heartedness. Everyone wouldn't look at Raptalia. Selena wouldn't say, come on, if there's anyone who's as worthy and pure of heart, it has to be you, Raptalia. Raptalia would then start to walk up, kind of scared before grabbing the spear. As he then starts lifting it, as he does, which shocks everyone. Before the spear goes back down, immediately she gets a message. Interesting. You're a semi-perfect match, but sorry. It looks like your weapon is still waiting for you to be used. I don't want to cock. I really don't want to mess with this. Immediately, Raptalia would then say, what happened? Naofumi would then say to Raptalia, it said that my weapon is waiting for me. And even though I'm a perfect match. I guess that makes... Wait, did he just say you have another weapon waiting for you? Ren would then immediately put his sword back into his saber. No, you're not destroying this one. Just said that you can give me a raccoon girl my sword. Don't worry, I'm not planning on doing anything like that. Raptalia would then say, oh thank God. Because, you use a sword and everything. I really don't want to deal with that factor. It's personally okay. Naofumi would then say, as he looks at Rin, it's Moteyasu. So what do we do about you? You're no longer a hero, and what now? The king would then say, well, since this match is over, where's the bow hero? Who knows where he is? Immediately, meanwhile, everyone would be holding a coat as Itsuki would be basically on the carriage. Are you sure you want to leave? Yeah, I think it's better if we leave. So where are we gonna go? I know there's a kingdom nearby. We can go there. Itsuki would then say, where? Krazar would then say, well, the kingdom's a little kingdom called Seal Freedom. Immediately sending the horse, as the horse would then start to go. So, we're going to my home kingdom, huh? Seal Freedom it is. I don't know about that. First Melbourne, now Seal Freedom? Let's stay there for a bit until everything is calming down in Melbourne. As the horses would then go away with the spear, with the Seal hero, or should I say, the sword, the bow hero going away as well. Meanwhile, Naofumi was just there wondering what will happen. So, so as the next few days goes, we're trying to find out. But news of the spear basically being broken, kind of spreading like wildfire, and posters being announced for whoever can wield it. As the words would then reach Rudy and Rose and Ruby. I think we should go there, Rudy would then say as he looks at Ruby slapping her face. As Ruby would almost stop it before taking a glass of water and nodding her head. Of course you want to go there, don't you? Maybe we can even get some information about Naofumi. Immediately nodding her head again. Alright, since you have a mouth full of food, you cannot answer me correctly. She wouldn't cop. Yeah, I know. Plus, it's a good weapon to get. Ruby wouldn't look at the spear, her eyes sparkling before she puts it down, shrugging a bit. As immediately someone else would then come with them, giving them the food. Thank you, Miss Waitress. Meanwhile, it was up to everyone left what to do now. So, what do we do about him? Naofumi would then say, as everyone the next day would just look at the spear hero. The spear hero, who would be packing his bag, immediately starts to go. Where are you going? Rain would then say, simple, to find the bow hero. Immediately walking away. Well, that's something. So, do you think? Nah. Personally speaking, he has a lot of weapons in his bag, so he's always expecting that some of them are gonna get broken or get lost. Hopefully he actually took some supply kits. Hopefully too. As immediately everyone would just look at him going away, his figure dancing into the sun. Immediately Mai tries to call out for him, but the king just holds her back with an angered face. Immediately Mai would then close her mouth. Naofumi would then say, seriously, with everything happening today, that's a good sign. I wonder what other things can happen in my life. You know what? Blowing my life, this is not even the most craziest thing that could possibly happen. And I'm gonna end it up here, guys. Hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comment section what other what you wanna watch. Again, thank you for 100 subscribers. And that's all for today. Goodbye.